in North Hollywood. We're gonna talk about AI and art. I got these new lavalier mics and I'm trying to test them out. And so we're doing it on the field. So we're gonna specifically talk about AI and illustration. First, we gotta define illustration. So illustration is drawings, drafts, images that are created for a company or for a print, some type of publishing purposes. It's usually more drawing heavy than graphic design. Graphic design more deals with typography. I'm doing this off the dome, so I don't have a script or anything. But yeah, illustration is more drawing based. Generally, it refers to, drawings that are people paid for. But like your average guy who just likes to draw in his free time in his notebook or his sketchbook or whatever, but they're drawing, you could call it illustration, but to some people it would be considered folk art. It's kind of more folk art. I just like the term folk art more than illustration. It's really splitting hairs, but I'm trying to speak more in terms of the illustration industry, which is meaning like drawings you get paid for. Illustration jobs and career has been like completely run by corporations. So of course, now that there's AI that can do the same thing for cheaper, they're gonna go with it. I think everyone's been way too trusting all along of corporations, giving them this much power in a creative space. Because as artists and as whoever who's against AI, we can shout all we want. It's not real art. It's not, there's no soul in it. There's no human aspect behind it. The reality is corporate art and illustrations and just a lot of the jobs in the illustration industry already were producing soulless stuff. For real, for real. And that's not in defense of AI or anything. I'm just saying a lot of creatives have settled to creating garbage for the security of having, a job and whatever. I don't know. I'm rarely ever impressed when I meet people who do art in a corporate setting, whether that's in the entertainment industry or sometimes I'm impressed, but rarely. Usually it's like, okay. And then they show me their stuff and it's like, whatever. Oh, that's about to hit the phone. Oh, what's the future for the illustration space look like? And I'm just a nobody. I don't really know nothing. All I think is that it's time for folk art. Folk art needs to start going. You start going crazy with the folk art. I'm telling y'all, that folk art is where it's at. Cause that's like the unclaimed joint. But who's the folk? We the folks. All of us are just regular folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular dude who works a job and tries to make this quarterly comics magazine and shit. Comics and illustration. But it's really all just folk art. So the AI, it's gonna take the industry. The industry is gonna be down. A lot of people are gonna lose their jobs. The truth is, a lot of us who are specialists, creative specialists, we're gonna end up having to find other careers, other jobs, other ways to make money. For me, it's always been like that. But for other people, maybe I think most of us have worked all types of jobs, I ain't gonna lie. It's really just another day for most people. If you really had a creative job the whole time you've been working, low key, maybe I'm a hater, but you gotta go do some other shit. You gotta get your hands dirty like the rest of us. You've been blessed. You've been blessed, but I'm finna be that motherfucker. But like, I done sacrificed hella shit to be able to make money off my shit. I don't know, the AI shit kind of screwed me up. Cause I always thought, since I was young, no matter what, if I just kept getting better at drawing, keep getting better at drawing, eventually I'll be able to just draw my own money, pretty much. I'll be printing my own money because I'll be able to draw shit and my drawings will be worth something. I'll be able to sell them. But I realized maybe during the pandemic, that shit's not that sweet. Shit ain't that sweet, man. We might lose the illustration, the industry, and people might not be able to do it as a career. It doesn't mean people are going to stop doing it. It doesn't mean people are going to stop drawing or making art. If anything, it means we'll only have our own shit to be making art of, We'll be only left to illustrate our own dreams. It'll be kind of freeing once we get past the point of not having steady income. Once you get over that fact, and not having security, then you realize you can really do whatever you want. And I think having AI making all this shit, it's gonna make this shit more unrelatable. Once all this shit's made with AI, it's just gonna make that human-made shit even more lucrative, more desired. But we gotta, as artists and creators, we gotta withstand the storm. Not even the storm, but the drought, until people realize their fuck up. Because people already love complaining about how shitty entertainment is. Imagine when it's all AI made. People gonna realize they fucked up. They're gonna realize real quick. They're gonna come right back to the artist. This might be an idealized situation, but I think it'll happen. That's off, so off. Hey. Yeah. All right. I keep missing the point that I'm trying to get to because I'm playing ball. I can't let this shit distract me. But yeah, once AI shit takes over, people are gonna realize the true nature of drawing. Drawing is the most slept on shit. Everybody acts like they can't draw when it really is as simple as writing. You couldn't write at one point, but you learned to write. There ain't no such thing as can't draw, you just didn't learn how to draw yet. And like with a lot of things, the younger you learn it, the quicker, the easier you pick it up. Creating images, envisioning, your ideas from your head and shit, is part of what makes people human. It's part of what makes us separate from animals. And that we could get buckets on the ass. But images, drawing, bro, think about the cavemen. They was drawing on cave walls. Was that illustration? Or was that art? I think that was the first written language. It's the oldest shit, bro. Drawing, images, illustration. It's the language above words, bro. All that shit. Drawing, illustration, images, photography. It's the language above words, yo. And I don't think the AI is able to understand that shit. They don't get it like we get it. They don't get it like, and the AI is only predictive. It doesn't really understand that language. The nuances, there's too many nuances to that visual language. There's no way that AI could understand that shit. So what do? We keep making our shit, keep creating our own projects, keep building up our portfolio, the same shit we've been doing. We wait for our time. The shit gonna come. The shit gonna come eventually. That shit gonna come eventually, yo. I'm telling you. Uh. If you're an artist and you're worried about AI, people are into it now because it's trending, it's hot. But pretty soon, people are gonna turn against it, yo. Bro, think about all the crazy shit people are finna be seeing. They not gonna fuck with the AI for long. People change their mind quickly and they get hurt easily. And the AI, anybody can use the AI to generate any type of insensitive ass shit they want. Once the scams get out of hand, people start getting impersonated and shit, and reality breaks down, you're gonna see. People aren't gonna be with that shit. It's gonna be too late then. Not for the artists, but I mean for the world, for the climate and shit. They're already gonna have all the data centers up and shit like that. They're already gonna have everybody and their baby mama employed at Amazon and shit. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, just do what you gotta do. Keep making time to create. And it's gonna be all right. The way I see it, the world gonna end anyway, so you might as well work on your moves. Look at this shit. Look at this ball. This shit. It's an old ass joint. So what are my closing remarks? I gotta close this joint out before it gets too long. The AI, I don't know. There ain't much we could do about it. I will just focus on making real shit. Don't spend your energy fighting some shit. Just spend your energy making some shit. We're the ones that matter. And if we stop making shit, our voices aren't gonna be heard. And I mean making shit in real life, not making shit on the internet only. You get out there and push your shit, make it known that you're trying to make some shit for real. And at least archive that shit. You don't even gotta post it online. Archive your shit and show it to people privately. That's one thing we can do as artists is start migrating off the internet, and we can start creating spaces for ourselves. We could create spaces for ourselves to share our work. Don't give your life to the man. If you're an artist, just make sure you're not giving your whole life to the man. Figure out a way to keep some free time to do what you care about. If you're a real creative and you have that urge to create shit all the time, you're not gonna be right if you spend all your time working for the man and you don't create your shit. You're gonna be fucked up. You could do that for a couple of months or a couple of years, but it's gonna have you fucked up in the head. So you might as well make a little bit of time, even if it's only 30 minutes. That's all you need to do, a quick figure drawing or do whatever. Do a silhouette, I don't know, whatever the fuck you make. Do a little bit of that. And I'm saying this in real life shit and yada, 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 but I'm not meaning that as artists we need to start connecting more. We need to start connecting, network. Fuck all that shit. Fuck the networking and shit. Why would you need to meet other artists? You need to be connecting with an audience. You know, an audience who has money to spend. You don't need to, but you'd like to find an audience that genuinely cares about what you're doing and appreciates it and has money to spend to support you. That's not going to be other artists at local festivals and shit like that. That's kind of just like a chance encounter, you know? Either you have enough stuff online in enough different places where people find you, or in real life you meet someone who cares about that type of shit, which has happened several times to me. There are a lot of people that appreciate art and appreciate artists and make a point when they meet one to you know, look at their work, and if your work's good, if it speaks to them, they'll be down to support you. But you gotta be showing it to the right people. It's not gonna be other artists. Other artists, we could act all tra la la la, happy at the party, got free drinks and shit, but they really are competition. Happy at the gallery, I mean. But and everybody knows that kind of deep down. It's always like that. And some people may feel more competitive than others. There's only so much you can realistically expect from another artist. I'm not saying that artists don't look out, but most of us are trying to figure out a way to come up. You know, most of us don't have excess to be sharing and shit. Wet ball. All right, so we're gonna end it on that.